Hello everyone, it's Animation4. Welcome back to some more Omnifactory. We've been progressing down the path of progress, and we have reached a point where it's time to make even more progress. So we're coming down here, down this path, to make more progress at the end of this path. And it's right here. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little quick build here. It really shouldn't take that long. Essentially, as I was building out these little systems, I noticed I was doing this a lot. Interface into simulation chamber, into loop fabricator, into whatever is being used. And by the time I got over here, I was a little like too deep into it to really change things. But we're going to change things now. We're going to set up all the simulation chambers and all the loop fabricators over here. So you just have like a constant stock of all the things like iron, gold, wait. Like iron, tin, copper, glowstone, redstone, blaze rod, sulfur dust, silver, emerald, ender pearls, diamonds, gold, and all 6 things pristine thermal ender matter get you. We're going to get all of those using this pile of simulation chambers and this pile of loop fabricators. So these are just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're all going to be fed with some pulsating polymer clay. I already have all of these at self-aware because I've been doing this for a bit. And the things are going to come out of that down into loop fabricators down here. Most of them are just one-to-one. Zombies, we only care about iron. Skeletons, tin. Witches, we want glowstone and redstone, so we're going to be splitting them up between those two. Same for blazes and enderman, which I need to make the thing for. And then the thermal elemental data goes into all 6 of these. This is actually really important because pretty much I can control my inventory. Pretty much everything we get from this is used in the crafting of this dust that's used to make a few things. It's used to make mana dust, which we use for a lot of crafting and stuff. And it's also used to make nether star parts. So we need a lot of that. Real quick, is there a... is there a way to get nether quartz from these? I don't think there is. No. Nether quartz is still going to be separate. So we got this up here. We just need one interface. It's going to be giving them all of their things. And we got power, which is going to run to all of them also. And do this. The item conduits need to go in the top, but they need to come out on the sides. And they can come out any side you want, so they're all just going to come out the front. And that's what that's going to look like. Down here in the loop fabricator space, we pretty much have a row for each. So I'm just going to kind of keep it like that. And again, it follows the same pattern where they go in the top and they can come out any side. So we'll do, let's do a zombie one here, a skeleton one here. Check my notes. Got spider. And then we get the witch, which is 2. So we'll do 1 and 2. Blaze is also 2. I'll also do enderman here, just so we have all the 2s kind of paired. Swap these 2. We got 3 more singles. 1, 2, 3. And then the big old bundle of 6, which... haven't figured that out yet, but we'll do something. And then I'll run all these lines parallel. It'll look real nice. I'll make sure that these don't connect up. This nice like flow of cables over the edge. It should look pretty cool. Should be pretty effective. And it's also going to capture all the matter. These are going to be nice big old chests. All of these are going to be like fully upgraded so we can store all the things. And hopefully we have enough simulation matter to make this work. I think it's done. That felt way too fast, but I think it's done. Yeah, it's really easy. That took all of like 5 minutes, maybe 10. It's extracting the polymer clay. It goes to here. The one thing I do have to do is I need to pull... I actually just forgot about this until now. The the matter that it produces also needs to be pulled out. But I don't want to have to pull it from each of those lines individually. So we're going to have a separate line in the back, specifically for pulling out the matter. I've also used like 2 stacks of item conduits here. So this is just going to be for getting the overworldly, the netherworldly, and the enderworldly matter. Now we're done. Do I have enough item conduits? Yeah, probably. So we'll come in here. We'll do maybe the first 3. We got zombie, we got skeleton, we got spider. Drop that in here. That in here. Drop that in here. And they will produce away. And why don't I just throw in all of them? I want to make sure this is at least functioning first. And I'm going to pull the Enderman one from here. Because all of these are going to be replaced. We got... Oh, we got a pristine here. It should not get pulled out. It got pulled out. Where'd it go? Oh, did it actually go in here? It did go in here. Look at that. It's actually working. There. There's obviously this other stuff I could get, but really nothing I need. And then these aren't actually going to still go anywhere because all these drawers are locked. So I need to manually tell it, hey, this iron that you made here can go in this chest. This tin that you made here can go in this chest. So on and so forth. Come on, spider. And I'm going to work on transitioning these over too. Well, that cleaned up quite a bit. I removed all of the simulation chambers into individual sections, replaced them just with interfaces that pull it from the system. Especially the one over here, like, have this huge chunk that I could just, like, tear out all of this. So much space. And I transferred all the items that were in those to over here. And a lot of these chests are almost full already. Gold and silver are full. Copper is full. So, gonna have to put some upgrades in, which I was planning to anyway. Everything should be in place. Everything should be set up. That's all in theory. Let's prove that theory wrong. We should be all set to autocraft, or at least mostly autocraft, the tier 6 microminer. It's a elite recipe. Grab these, toss them in here, load it up, which does, that's, wait, that is an elite one. All right, order recipe slot here, that, oh, wait, there, put that in, save that out, it's there in the list, go there, go there. Let's see what we're missing, because I'm definitely missing stuff. We need to make the vibrant bimetal gears. I can autocraft that. I can put a recipe in for that. Enderium heavy plating. 2 improved nether star. I got to put the autocraft for the Enderium microminer core. And I got to make 4 supercharged arrays. So these are the 3 things I actually have to make. I got to put crafty recipes in for the other ones. All right. I can do that. So now we got something to figure out. 26.2 million FE is in here. This consumes 75,000 FE per tick. We're using end steel energy conduits. which transfer 32,000. We have them on 2 connections, so it does double that. So 64, 65, 5, 3, 6 FE per tick, which is a difference of about 10,000 FE per tick. It takes 93. We have, in terms of throughput, we have 6/7 the throughput, but we have 26 million in here. So we have a quarter of the storage, and a quarter is more than the 7th that we're missing. So in theory, we should have the power for this. In theory. If not, oops. That goes, it should be dropping. I expect this to be going down. Yes. But it should finish before it runs out. It is at 20%. It should be about a quarter now. And we are well more than a quarter power left. So we're fine. This will give us 32 dragon eggs for this quest where it says, hey, get some dragon eggs. There are multiple ways to get dragon eggs. This is the worst one. I guess beating the dragon might be worst. But we use them here to get some draconic stem cells with sterilized growth medium. We'll get 32 stacks of draconic stem cells. Each dragon egg, I guess, can then make 8 wetware circuit boards. So I guess we'll get 4 stacks of circuit boards out of this. I mean, that's pretty good. We have to add to our circuit board line, though. But, of course, that's once this is done. And it's almost done. See, I'm good at stalling. You just stalled through 70% of this. You got 10% left now. And give me my loot. Boom. I was gonna place them down and be like, look at all these eggs, but you touch a dragon egg and it flees. So we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna look at this quest, which says, hey, you know what you have to do next. So the next task is actually more circuit boards, which we can't quite fit over here, I don't think. Maybe if I squeeze it, but we're not gonna. I'm gonna put it in this nice little gap that formed here. And there's a few steps that we need to do. The big one, remember these pigs upstairs? They get their use. You didn't see nothing. This raw pork chop, we pulverize it down, you get some minced meat. This minced meat becomes entire things of minced meat. Actually, did we get? Hey, we get 1.5 for that. Dang. I was like, oh man, we should get like some of this because it gives you a whole one. But no, these give 1.5. You take the minced meat. There's 2 things you could do with it. You could put it in a chemical reactor and get a 1-to-1, or because I looked, I can't find any easy way of auto killing the pigs. We'll do process number 2, which is to take the minced meat and put it in a mixer with a little bit of salt and some sugar and distilled water. That gives you 4. So 1 minced meat becomes 4, as opposed to 1 minced meat becoming 1. That's the plan. How hard is the plan going to be? I don't know. We need to distill. Some. I gotta think through this. Okay, I think I got it all worked out. So I have a CEF into an advanced distillery to get us our distilled water, because we need a lot of distilled water. So we'll do this. Look. That's an EVCEF. The distillery was not expensive. Did I get an EVCEF? I think I just had one. So I'm like, oh, that looks approximately like what I need. Fine. It's fine. HV. It's all good. Extract that. We need what configuration circuit? 0. Start getting distilled water. Put that in a drum right back here. Cool. Next, we need sugarcane. We got SNAD. We got a timer. Put water next to it, so... And then we'll do a auto breaker, which I can probably rotate. There. Huh. Weird. Oops. I might have went ahead and, like, did the whole thing. Yeah, it's done. Here is the sterilized growth medium producer. So all you gotta do to use it is come upstairs to Pigland, turn on your magnet, you get some pigs, it's a few stacks of pigs. You come down here to the plant, you take your pigs, shove them in like this, and they get processed away, get packaged down, pulled over into here. They get mixed together to make some nice, delicious growth medium. It's not ridiculously fast, but it works, and that's what matters. The next thing is taking this growth medium and actually doing stuff with it. And I think for the most part, the only thing you really do with it is use it to make the circuits. What happened to... Yep. Who needs... Who needs soldering alloy anymore when you just have sterilized growth medium? This is the big thing, to make the wetware circuit boards, and I guess also to break the dragon eggs into the stem cells. These both take LUV chemical reactors, though. Actually, no, this one's just an IV. This one takes an LUV chemical reactor for 5 minutes. Wow, that's a thing. And also, these also take it. So it's used in a lot of places. Luckily, we got it now. It's pretty easy. So what we got to set up now is making the actual boards. I'll probably make the stem cells in my base, get an IUV reactor there, and just drop in the eggs in the medium and pull the cells out. I don't need to do a manual setup for that, because these are only used for, like, these two things. And I'm trying to think if I, like, even set this. I'll probably set this up here. Make these boards automatically. Or maybe actually just send them back into this. That could work, 'cause there is one last slot here. Ooh. All right. Here it is. How long do these take again? 5 minutes. 5 minutes per egg. All right. Put in a bunch of sterilized growth medium. 50 buckets worth. It should do 5 eggs. And in 5 minutes, we'll have our first stack. Otherwise, once that's done, we'll actually be pretty set to go. Why am I traveling manually? Because I already set this up to handle the new circuit boards. So I got the IV chemical reactor here that will react 8 draconic stem cells with the multi-layer board. I only have it pulling in 4 boards at a time, so I don't have to manage another stack of them, because I don't need to. And it gets sterilized growth medium from here. Then it's going to pull in the stem cells from here and keep it stocked with that, and it will just produce boards that way. I think it does take a bit of time for these two. Oh, it's another 5-minute operation. Okay. Whew. Yeah. I mean, It's not like we need a ton of these, I guess. They stop using the board after the tier 7. So I think it'll be fine. It's just really, really slow. Does the book say that it's incredibly slow? Just ignore the protesters outside your base. Each craft in an LEV chemical reactor takes 5 minutes. It's a good idea to have more than one machine running for this recipe. That sounds like effort. I'll just wait 5 minutes. We could synthesize our first omnium. Apparently that's a thing we're at now. I feel like we went forward really fast in progress. We went from like, okay, we're maybe like 3/4 of the way through. Now it's like, all right, you're finishing stuff up now. It's like, wait, what? We're on our last circuit board. This is the last first tier circuit. Like we're about to make the first and final tier 6, and that's the last of these circuits. The tier 6 makes the second and final tier 7. Where is it? The third and final tier 7, which makes the second and final tier 8, which makes the only tier 9. So that's it for circuit progression. I actually could have shown that a little better in this tab. Yeah, we're on the last circuit progression, and it's like we're 6 out of 10. We're going real fast. 2, 1, hooray! Oh man, I have to take those out manually. I should get a chest to do that. Alright, now get this going, because this is going to take a while too. Alright, I got one last little thing to work on here, and I'm being bad. I'm not automating it. I'm doing it manually. I know, I'm awful. So what we're going to do, come in here, we're going to grab 50 buckets of this acetone. I'm going to drop it in this fluid heater. It's going to give us ethanone. It's going to take a few minutes for that to all process, but we don't really need that much. We're going to try to make some nitro diesel. It takes biodiesel or regular diesel. We don't have diesel, but we do have a ton of biodiesel from the resin crafting process. And tetranitromethane, which is ethanone and nitric acid. I just made a bunch of nitric acid. It's like nitrogen, oxygen, water in some quantities. And you get nitric acid for that. And I got some right here, nitric acid. So we take that. What do I have? Okay. We're going to have some molten ender. We take that, we combine it with the ethanone. 7 buckets. And I think that gives us the chemical reactor gives us tetranitromethane. Doesn't need much of the ethanone, it needs more nitric acid. Let's drop it in a chemical reactor here. Cool. Put it all in. Tetranitromethane. It's only a few buckets, but the nitro diesel only takes like 40 millibuckets. It takes a very small amount of this stuff. So this is more than enough. And it goes into a mixer with biodiesel, which is right here. Lots of biodiesel. All right, 14 tetranitromethane into the mixer. We got nitro diesel. It's that easy. I can actually probably just like put this and that. It'll just keep slurping out of that top tank as it processes through all the tetranitromethane. So nitro diesel is used mostly for making draconium. I think that's basically all it's used for. 2 buckets makes you some draconium. And we do need a lot of draconium coming up, so I'm just going to make a ton of it. And it's all based on how much tetranitromethane we have. And really the bottleneck is the one step I didn't do ahead of time, which is the ethanone. Just take this, throw it back in here, get some more of this stuff, and we should get plenty of this. At least for right now. Here we go. It's 450 buckets of nitro diesel. Grab a scoop. And quest. Quest. You know, I'm probably like a step behind, honestly. Yeah. I'm like 2 steps behind. Oh man, do I even have any ethanone left? I use it all. I got some left, okay. Get this one. Did that. I think I'm actually out of... I got some nitric acid here. No, I actually have to make the stuff. Shoot. Alright. This stuff... Give me the quest. Ethanone. I gotta get nitric acid too. I did all the things. Just trust that I did all the things. I need freaking like 4 steps behind. Need to get the nitrogen dioxide. There you go. 3 buckets in my inventory. Nitrogen dioxide becomes nitric acid becomes this stuff becomes nitro diesel. There you go. So you just have to put it all in buckets. So we got the nitro diesel. That's enough to make draconium. So, oh, it's raining, of course. So next time, we'll be going towards the crystal processor, right? The second tier 7 circuit with draconium plates. We should be pretty close to be able to make this. And actually, now I'd have to look at it a bit more, but this is our next micro miner, which I think takes a large, yeah, it takes a large projector. So we have a way to go. We're getting close to like super late game stuff, but we still have a way to go. But draconium, that's the next. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.